Right, hello, morning, afternoon. Right, let's start with an apology. Of sorts. We said right from the start that that I wasn't sure how often this game play would be recorded and so on and so forth. And also that the first season in the championship would not be, we wouldn't be recording every episode. So we've pushed on a little bit since the last video. As everyone right now, it's been busy in my life. It's been a little bit hectic. There's a lot of stuff going on. And also I was ill. So we continue today because I wanted to make sure that I continue to bring video content. So let me round you up. Lee Tomlin's gone. I think I can show you on here. Jazz Richards as well. Ashley Richards is. I've accepted a bid of 790,000 for him. Has it got? Have I just completely? I mean, he's gone. So I don't know why he's not on here. Anyway, Lee Tomlin went. He was exhausting, to be fair, to play with. He wasn't someone that I necessarily wanted to sell. However, he'd play a game and then he wouldn't be fit enough for the next game, even if it was a week. He'd still have a lot of stamina to catch up on. So you were looking at playing him, once every sort of 9 to 10 days. He was 70 rated. He wasn't up there. So we got a little bit of money in for him. You'll also notice that we're currently top of the division by 3 points, which is good. We've also signed a new player. We've signed two new players actually. One which is coming in straight away and another one which will join us shortly. I'll get to him now. So the player that we brought in was Scott Arfield from Rangers. I brought him in because basically as the Tomlin replacement, he can play centre mid and centre forward. He's 31. I want to try and keep the signings as realistic as possible, and I thought Scott Arfield was a realistic signing for Cardiff City in the Championship. He's 73 rated, which is decent enough. He's got the team player and the solid player traits, which will be good. His stats aren't too bad. Like they're all, all the ones that you want. He's got 75 short passing, which is good. Dribbling's all right. Ball control, his long passing, his tackling is woeful, but he's decent on the ball. His physical stats are quite good as well. He's got good stamina, he's composed, good vision, balance. You can see him all there. So he's a reasonably good signing. He's only on a 2-year contract, I'll show you now. So he's not going to be at the club for, a great deal of time. Could even potentially look to sell him next season. But he's just a squad player to bring in. Billy Gilmore is continuing to grow. I just wanted to show you that as well because he's been really good. He's starting to come into it. We've also sold Bakuna because Bakuna was just not good enough. Let's be honest. So Scott Arfield makes it direct into the squad. I've had a quick look at where we would need to improve. Adoma's going. And Hoylett's not going to last that much longer. So, strength out wide, maybe strength in midfield. There's a lot to be done to get this team ready for the Premier League. But we're not going to be able to do it all in one window. So, we will push on. The other player that I have signed, if we go into the transfer hub, there's a lot of players on this. Lot of players, but that's all for another time. The player that is coming in next season on a pre-contract is Jeff Hendrick from Burnley, who in this save currently sit in the relegation zone of the Premier League. Again, I thought this was a good signing for the level that we're at. 75 rated, he's only 28. He can play at right mid, cam and centre mid, but the stats, he's an all-round good player. He's again good stamina, good strength. He's not the quickest, which is a problem with this squad. I need to start bringing in some quicker players, but everything else is decent. So I thought he was a really good signing for the level that we're currently at. especially on a free transfer. So he will be joining in the summer, and I'm really excited about that. I am really excited. If you've got any suggestions of who we could bring in, please let me know. But we're going to push forward now, and we're going to go straight into this Burnley game. I may, in fact, I will. I'm going to start Glatzel. Tony's kind of gone off the boil a little bit. Patterson has now become our top scorer at the club. He scored a hat-trick recently. Again, apology if you if I'm not gonna apologise really. I'm not gonna play every game. I just don't have the I don't feel it's necessary at this level. If and when it gets further in and the need and the want is there by you guys, then I will certainly stream every game if that's what people want. However, think of this as more of a highlights package rather than a full career mode stream for now. When we get to the Premier League and we start getting, you know, players in and, you know, hopefully, all things considered, you know, we push in and get Cardiff City into Europe, which would be an absolute dream. Then, you know, we can look to be doing. Glatzel's in. Glatzel finishes near post. Beautiful there. We gave him the start over Tony. He's repaid our faith. And that is a lovely ball in from Patterson as well, I believe. Was it Pats? It was Pats. That ball there, and the defender's just not strong enough. And Glatzel slots near post for his 7th goal of the league campaign. We've looked at a couple of strikers actually. Basically, I'm scouting in all sorts of positions because
he's found a pocket of space.
It's not realistic, but if we had the money, which we won't do, you could make an argument that you could replace every single player in this starting 11 for the Premier League campaign. We won't. As it stands, Flint remains my starting centre-back next to our captain, Morrison. How long that carries on for with Ethan Ampadu continuing to grow and being, you know, Ethan Ampadu, one of the highest potential Welsh players on the game, if not the highest potential. I don't know, but Flint continues to perform for me, so he's retained his place for now. That will not stay that way throughout. I don't see us finishing this campaign with Flint still as our starting centre-back, to be honest. I think Ampadu will push on and make that position his own before we reach the Premier League, and then retain it for our Premier League campaign. I have no intention of doing anything but making Ampadu my future star at the back. Losing the ball there. They're playing around nicely. Collins making the charge. They found the gap. Oh, Flint. Oh, I thought he was going to get in, but Etheridge makes a comfortable save. Right, Flint pushing on. Not who I wanted to play that to, as it goes, but I see Glatzel making the run, and I see Bennett. Glatzel again. Oh, not who I wanted to play the ball to again. Thank you very much. Never mind. Right, we regroup. Luton on the attack. Flint going over to cover for the cross. Can he stop the ball coming in? No, he can't. But Morrison should get there. Morrison didn't get there, but thankfully Ruig did. Oh, Flint makes an important tackle.
He could pick out a teammate.
Goal kick.
Cardiff City will have to work on their possession, but again, we've seen it before, we'll see it again. Their counter-attack play has been absolutely fantastic.
Trying to play that out to Ruig, who is in space on the right, but the ball just went centrally, never mind. Right, Bennett.
James Bree.
Murphy's done well. Murphy's done well to steal the ball, and he will push into space.
Now
I
he
see
must favour
Patterson
the
on the
cross.
edge of the box.
Has a go.
Oh, 2-0.
Really relaxed
Beautiful.
and
Patterson, what did I say
not
before?
giving the opposition much of a look in.
Patterson has
Well,
been
let's see that strike
superb
again. First time
the
is
last
always
few
very,
games,
very
and this
difficult
whole
to
season
strike the
really.
ball. The timing has to
Takes
be
it
right,
first
the
time,
technique has to be right.
wallops it
But
into
above
top.
all, you
That's
have to
14th, I
concentrate on
believe.
the ball as it's coming to you.
18th.
You know you're not
Wow.
going to take a touch. Concentration is everything.
Well,
His
a second
18th goal of the
for them here.
championship campaign. Those who remember, way back to our first episode, we actually drew with Luton at the Cardiff City Stadium early doors, which was a
Just not looking confident in possession.
awful result. We've certainly improved since then, as the scoreline shows. Over the top, can Mendy's line get there? Can he bring it down? No. It's going to be 2-0 at half time. Unless we can do something here, I don't think we'll be able to.
James Bree.
We cannot, and it will be 2-0 at half time. Solid first half performance. I'm
Nice
pleased
switch
with
of
that,
play.
boys. Etheridge will scoop that up. And we go into the break at 2-0.
For half time. The teams are ready to have a go at each other again as the second half commences.
I can't actually pinpoint the positions that I would
Back with
like
it.
to improve over the others. I would like a centre midfielder with pace. That is one thing I would like, because Joe Rawls has been good for me this season. So has Pack. And Vauxhall has been alright when he's come off the bench, but there is a reason that he remains on the bench. But
pretty straightforward stop for the goalkeeper there.
Yeah, weak shot, straight at him, no problem
get
for the
there?
goalie.
yes, he can. Can he
And
turn
the standard
inside?
for a goal in the
No.
Millwall game. Alan McInally
But
can
yeah,
tell
there's
us
no
it.
pace in my centre mid.
50 minutes, please. 1-1.
Alan McInally with his
There's,
finger on the
there's
pulse.
zero pace there.
On and on he goes. Well,
Oh,
body
I
in
got
the
lucky
way.
there. Come on, Etheridge. Thank you.
Straightforward for the keeper.
So I would like someone who can break through at pace.
Back
I'm going
with
to bring
it.
Arfield on in a minute for his
More championship action for you
debut.
to look forward to on EA TV. It's Luton Town facing Sheffield Wednesday.
Yeah, atmospheres make games, Derek, and that should be an absolute belter.
offside. Let's bring him on now. One thing I have noticed as well in this is Josh Murphy, his stamina is not the best. He seems to run out of gas a lot quicker than Mendy's
Back
line.
with it. Now Scott
And in fact,
Arfield.
he actually seems to run out of pace,
Glatzel now.
stamina quicker than Junior Hoylett,
Spot on with
Arfield's
that tackle.
first
And news coming through of a goal on the Leeds United
on the
match.
ball
Alan
there.
McInally.
It's a Cardiff
It's
City
the
play
second
on the
goal
ball
for
there.
Leeds United. 62 minutes,
Leads to
please.
him
2-1.
losing the ball.
Regular updates from Alan McInally along the
Never
way.
mind. Right, Arfield. What can you do?
Glatzel now. And slipped through
I was trying to play it around the outside
We
there,
wondered
but
who was
Arfield
going to
just
win the
couldn't get
race.
there.
The answer, the
It was a
goalkeeper.
hopeful ball, to say the least, so I'm not too
The
worried.
thrills and spills of championship action. Join us for this one live on
He's gonna
EA
look for this
TV.
run-out.
It's Cardiff City, and they'll be taking on Huddersfield Town.
Had it covered.
Yeah,
Let's make
game
another
after
sub
game.
now.
The season is relentless, but players just love to play. Give them a game any day of the week. That
Billy
should be a
Gilmore can
belter.
come on, bring a little bit more pace to that centre
Both
midfield.
managers deciding this
Get
is
there,
the
please.
time
What is
to
that,
change
Neil?
things around.
Etheridge
Both
just
teams
with the
going to the
laziest
bench.
goal kick.
Well,
Sure,
that
I
must be
put more
making
power
some
on
very
that.
important transfer story, and this is now 100% official. Deal done. Hakim Ziyech has completed his move to Real Madrid league.
Well, Derek, a
Over the
reported
top,
figure
just
of
couldn't
70
get there, the
million
defender
pounds,
heads it away.
or around that anyway. Are you getting value for money with that? I would say so. He's a top player, he is. Got all the qualities you want in a 70
Done well
million
so
pound
far
player.
to
And use of a goal in the Nottingham Forest
repel
match. Alan
any
McInally.
Luton
It's the
attack. Not
second
that there's
goal
been
for
many.
Nottingham Forest.
Over the top,
76
can
minutes
Arfield
played.
bring it down? Oh my life, that would have been a really
Oh,
strong
he's got
debut.
no right to make
He
that
took
save.
that
It's
very well on
absolutely
the volley. That was
fantastic.
lovely.
And a substitution in the offing.
Ah,
And he
Flint.
was being pursued furiously.
Carry on doing that,
The
and your
effort,
time in the
though,
first
nothing
team will
write
come
home
to
about,
an
really.
end
No, I
sooner
think you
rather
give the
than
credit to the
later, my
defender
friend.
there. Just put him off balance.
Bradley.
Very loose ball there. Can we
Well, that's
pick
the
it up?
kind
We
of play
can.
you want from your defender.
Arfield.
Useful looking ball.
Ah,
And the keeper there to make
shocking
sure
from
nothing
Glatzel.
untoward happened.
Arfield nearly with an assist. An impressive debut off the bench for Scott Arfield. Our 31-year-old new signing.
Rawls.
Joe Rawls hit this.
And the keeper would have
Oh,
been
what a
disappointed
stop.
had
What
he
a
not
strike.
dealt with it.
Another nearly assist for
So
Arfield.
now a corner.
I've been impressed with him. Again, he's not a signing that I would usually make, but I
Played
think
into
it
the
is
centre of the box.
a realistic one.
Just unable to take advantage
And
of that developing
obviously that's
situation.
what I would quite like to do. We have stretched the realism
And
somewhat
it's
by
a case
bringing
of
in
just
Billy
5
Gilmore,
minutes left.
Nico Williams. There's no
Won't
pace for
really be able
Morrison.
to trouble them here.
But Mapanzu
Forcing
has got
possibilities. Not all that hard to
very
deal
little
with
stamina
crosses like
left, so we
that.
have benefited there. Yeah, Nico Williams and Ethan Ampadu and Billy Gilmore. We did stretch the realism there, but they were young and they didn't cost much, so we'll allow it. But
The referee has decided that 2
it's
additional
also the
minutes
board
are in
want
order.
me to. We'll just get rid of this because there's not long left.
Arfield.
The board do want me to keep a certain amount of money left over at the end of the season, and I'm quite happy to do it, and we definitely will. Really good 2-0 result there. Patterson with another goal and a man of the match. He was very good again. An assist and a goal for Callum today. Forest and Leeds drew. That's good for us. Fulham won. Stoke won. Leeds drawing is really good for us. I didn't quite catch the West Brom result.
Time for
there.
a quick question.
Yeah, Arthur did have a strong debut. Our unbeaten run continues.
No further questions.
We're 5 points clear now at the top. Green there, as you can see on the right hand of the screen, the right midfielder, he's got the potential of mid-80s to early 90s, I believe. Let me just have a look exactly what his potential is. Billy Green, 85 to 94 potential. Yusuf Nyai, no, he's not going to be good enough. Did I put him on the shortlist? No. And I won't be. Jonathan Williams, someone we've looked again. It's another Welsh player, but no. Richards is gone. Another 500 grand into the bank for next year. So yeah, the objective that I said about finish the season with 6.3 unallocated funds, or unspent, sorry. We've got 8 million left, and the January transfer window is over, so that will be a success. Right, let's push forward to this game against Huddersfield, is that? Is indeed. Right, 7 emails. Let's have a look. Raphael. Now, I'm interested in him. He's 34, but 76 overall. No pace, no stamina. But I believe we could get him in on a free. Let's bring him onto the shortlist. Simone Zaza, how much is he? 40 million. He's probably going to be out of our budget. I'm going to put him on the shortlist anyway because he's a really, really good player. That would hugely improve us. Claudio Falcao, centre mid. He is better than what we've got, but again, I want pace. Daryl Horgan. That's going to be a no. Dwight Gale is someone again. 75 overall. His stamina is going to be in. We will put him on the shortlist though. Because again, he's better than what we got, to be fair. That's going to be a no. Is he on the shortlist? Because if he is, I can take him off. No, he's not. Right. Fine. Get rid. And Hamza Chowdhury is probably going to be too much money. I'm still going to say it's probably going to be too much money, but we don't know what the budget will be next year. So we will wait and see. Let's push on to this Huddersfield game. Again, I'm going to give Glatzel the start up top because he did score in the last game. Oh, he might need a little bit more. No, we'll give him the start. Arfield will remain on the bench for now. Josh Murphy, I'll be honest, is not developing the way that I had hoped he would.
I'm Martin Tyler, he's Alan Smith alongside me. Our football is from the EFL Championship.
Leandro Bacuna.
It's Huddersfield Town against Cardiff City.
I think the first
Actually, I don't think that is Leandro Bacuna. I think we saw Ready.
Who can gain the upper hand? Who can get hold of this ball and ask all the questions?
But it's not our Bacuna.
One or two options now in forward areas for them. It's come off the goalkeeper, still in play.
Now can we turn and go away from the man? Pats has done really well there. Right, turn back because we're not going to outpace anyone with Callum Patterson.
Well, we think, Alan, it'll be a 4-5-1 formation, which can look a bit negative.
Equally with Joe
but
Bennett.
You look at the players in that five, that midfield five, and I think a couple at least will be trying to support the lone front man.
Oh, Glatzel's first touch lets him down there.
Here's the 11 fielded by Cardiff City today. I think that back four is really important. Protection, haven't they?
They have. They should have more than enough.
Looking for goal now. Well, the keeper's got that.
Trying to catch the goalkeeper out near post.
I don't think there's any doubt now that we're going to have a fight to the finish here. A really exciting end to the season.
I think any neutral loves to see it. I mean, it's nerve-shredding for the teams involved. You can't make a mistake at this stage.
Leeds United have closed the gap to 2, which means that they
check in with Alan
have played
now, who's
this
at
game
the Millwall match.
already.
I believe, Alan, there's been a goal that you can tell us about. It's a shot. It's great
Wide.
defending.
It is very tight at the top. I thought that went straight out. Never mind, we were trying to deal with the corner. That is looping. That is in.
With the first goal.
Might that just be the vital strike?
That's
so the first goal is 1-0.
Right, Bennett leaves his man for dead. Murphy, make me a run.
It's a great
don't just stand there and wait for me to run. That's fine as well.
Heard. Just to confirm what he brought you, the score is now 1-0.
Murphy, Bennett has remained at the top. Bennett into the box. Find Glatzel, who fires home for his second goal of the day. We brought in Tony at the start of the season to replace Glatzel. And Tony did really well to begin with. Scored an awful lot of goals.
Well, it's a good goal, but a definite lack of
but I'm now leaning back
concentration
towards
from the other team
Glatzel.
now.
It is level.
I've given him 2
Both
starts
sides have
today,
scored here now.
and he's repaid my faith both times.
Here's Grant. Hogg.
We've still got Patterson who can play up top, but I don't want to play him. Huddersfield are pressing really well. I mean, that is an awful pass. What are you thinking of there, Joe Bennett?
Chance to get the ball in the box. Intercepted well.
He's made up for it there. Well done. Right, Murphy, get the ball away. Pat's run
Chance to go at
back
the
to
opposition
Murphy,
with
who's
pace.
made the run into the box.
This is how
Go
they
on,
love to
keep
play
the
on
legs.
break. They can't stop
Square
it.
it. Sorry,
Sweeping
sorry,
upfield
had to be done.
and scoring in style.
Well, that is the perfect example of a modern-day counter-attack.
I don't know what
Wonderful.
Callum Patterson is doing there.
Excellent for his
Oh,
team.
it's an awful goal.
Easy
It is a
for
dreadful
him.
goal,
Well,
but
he's laughing and joking about it
I
because
just wanted to make sure it went in. Callum Patterson's 19th goal of the championship campaign.
And we restart the game 2-1. Well, here he goes. It's good
Stay
to see
on
a
him.
player do this.
We've turned this 1-0
Looking
scoreline
to create an opening.
into a lovely little lead here, but Huddersfield
all
are
want to
not
see.
going
The
to be
referee's
any
playing advantage. He's
pushovers
done
in
it
this
well
match
here.
at all.
Can't get past him. Strong tackle.
Cardiff struggling to get hold of the ball.
Lovely ball
They have played some
into Rui.
slick, really beautiful football out there. The way that they broke
Nice
out from
defensive work
defence, it's just
from
been the pace
Huddersfield
of the
though,
play and the way that they've
to
chosen the passes.
nullify
It's
the
been so
attack
clinical.
before it really took off. Get up, Murphy.
Here they
Bennett
are,
again.
still
I
probing away.
overcommitted.
Very good
Oh,
stop
well,
here.
good save, Etheridge. Another position we
coming up.
might look to improve straight away when
Short
we reach
corner.
the if we reach the Premier League
What an opportunity if he picks out
is
the right man.
goalkeeper. Etheridge has been
Getting the
okay.
ball back and thinking attack straight away.
Nothing necessarily wrong with him, but he's definitely not
Referee
Premier League
decided
quality.
to
I'm
add
going
on
to look to play this
2
over the
minutes.
top. Joe Rawls, of all people, is there. Square it back.
They've opened him up here.
Oh,
That's
Mendy trying
straightforward
for
enough for the
straight the
goalkeeper.
keeper.
Good hands.
Lurse or
Would
maybe
have been a
someone that we
surprise if he
actually look
dropped
to
it.
bring in, Half time,
The
2-1
referee
lead.
has blown
Please
for
with that.
half-time.
I've got a number of goalkeepers on the
And
on the
this is
short
the
list.
start of the second half. He's made the interception.
Reeg doesn't get away, but Morrison is there to ensure that the attack comes to nothing. Right, Glatzel making
That's
a
what
run.
they've been
He
looking
has
for.
done.
The ball in behind. He's in.
Lovely weighted ball. Can we?
Saw the goal and went
Oh,
for it.
game over, surely.
Just a reminder, 3-1 it is now.
Well,
the scoreline.
well. I'm surprised with Glatzel. I really am.
Intercepted well.
Oh, Huddersfield
Going
have just
forward
given
well.
the ball away again. Likewise, so have we.
Just taken over
Hoping
this
Glatzel
EA
will make
Sports
more of a
coverage
run.
of the EFL
Oh, lovely
Championship
play
next
though
year.
to win it back
Huddersfield
by us.
Town, and they'll be facing Derby County.
Mendy's Lang, make me a
Yeah,
run,
it's a good
which he
feeling
has
about
done
it.
into the box. Shoot! Oh my life! What a strike!
You could call it another insurance goal. Surely they can't throw it away here.
From a very narrow
Well, they've
angle, he's
increased their
tucked that
lead
in.
here, and that could just wrap up the match.
I thought I'd
Yeah,
overrun
a
it
much
there,
better
but
team out here
no,
today, and that
have not.
scoreline
Right, let's make some
reflects that.
changes. That's a beautiful strike. We've really turned this game
This is
around.
going to be the introduction of 3 new players. So
Top of the
they
league for a
restart
reason.
again, a bit demoralised now, I think, in a game like this. News of a goal from the Millwall match, and it
Grant
comes
gets
from
away
Alan
from
McInally.
It's a
Mendy's
good
Lang,
goal
but
for
does
a
not
goal.
get away from Ruig,
60
who,
minutes,
if he
please.
makes the
3-0.
run on,
Cheers, Alan.
which he reluctantly
Now,
has,
can they move on from this wide area where there is room?
whip this in.
Oh,
Oh,
such a
Murphy with the
classy
header.
goal.
This is just turning into an absolute
He spotted
nightmare
the
for
winger
Huddersfield.
there. He knew exactly where he wanted to put it. Well, and the striker
It was a golden opportunity that he didn't pass up.
Beautiful ball.
Terrific goal.
That's a
The defenders
lovely
seemed to
cross
lose the
from Rui.
concentration almost. They saw it coming from a long
And
way out.
thank you very much. Oh, much better header than I thought it was.
It's turning out to be an embarrassing scoreline,
5-1.
really, as we're underway again.
Number 11, Josh Murphy.
I wonder what's gone wrong for the losing team today, because
I don't know where
you
Huddersfield
wouldn't have
are in
thought
the
in a
league,
game like
actually.
this, a
We
pretty
brought
even
Arfield
game
on.
on paper anyway, that
Ah.
they would have collapsed.
I thought the
No,
defender
it's
was
been
going
a
to win
bit
it
of
then.
a surprise,
That was a
and you've got
tackle,
to look at
which
the
registered then
defenders
as a long
and the
pass.
mistakes they've
It's unfortunate
made
for him.
in vital areas of the pitch. That looks like costing them.
What about Cardiff City and their next game, Alan?
Defensively, apart from that first goal, we've been really sound in this game. The last two
I think
games,
they'll
to be
cope
fair.
with it well. I think they'll get through
As I
easily.
say that, we give the ball away, but there
Excellent
you
challenge.
go. There's a tackle. Marlon Pack. Vaux.
Still 20 minutes to go.
To Arfield.
Chance for a break in numbers. Looked so promising at the beginning, but came to naught. Well, the home team has been outplayed, and the home supporters have lost their will to support, I think.
Well, haven't they just? You could hear a
Flynn.
pin drop here. Seen one or two heading for the exits. They're not impressed.
He's got good support in the middle if he gets his cross in. Nathaniel Mendes-Lang.
Oh, I tried to turn it, but
Jonathan
just
Hogg.
couldn't get my foot on the ball. Huddersfield not giving up here. I mean, they're not going to get anything from the game, but they're still continuing to
Made a
press.
quick interception.
But then sloppy mistakes like that have cost them today.
A player Miralem
Mendes-Lang
Pjanic, who I know
pushing
has
into
caught
the
the eye of
space.
Alan Smith.
There is a
He has
lot
signed
of.
for Liverpool.
Yeah, and they...
Can he set himself now? Trying to find an opening on this counter-attack.
Oh,
Oh, they've got out of jail.
trying to
there.
get Arfield his first goal. Murphy is
No wonder
dead
these
on
fans
his
are
feet.
upset. Their team can't get hold of the ball. No chance, no sign at the moment of troubling the opposition's
And
goal.
another mistake.
Nathaniel Mendes-Lang. Arfield. Now it's 5 minutes to go.
They keep giving the ball away, Huddersfield. I mean, they're 5-1 down.
Guiding
Arfield,
it
make me
through.
the run. Turn.
Opportunity now. It's another
Oh,
one
and he's
for
got
them.
it,
They go
6.
further in front, and they are full value for this position.
Arfield with his first goal. He's been really good. I wasn't sure of him as a signing. I really
They
wasn't, but
haven't
he is.
switched off, Alan.
In these
Late
two
in the
games,
game,
at least,
they've got
proven
another
me
one,
wrong
extended the lead.
for that.
Not letting up at all, showing their ruthless side. Fair play to them.
There's no doubt that the scoreline reflects
6-1.
realistically the nature of the
6-1 from
game.
1-0 down
There's
to
nothing
6-1
false
up.
about it. They've thoroughly
What a
deserved
turnaround. We're
to
playing
be
some
so
really
far
good
ahead.
football. And the confidence in the squad is showing.
We've got 2 added minutes. Want to
Huddersfield, though,
keep possession, that's the way they play, but they're not doing it.
as we keep saying, have not played well since they took their lead.
An opportunity here. There's some space to work the ball into.
I think it will just be the
Could cross it
6.
from here.
I think it will finish 6-1 unless they can pull another back yet. Oh,
Not
they nearly
really
did.
tested to the full, the keeper that time.
Yeah, I think he saw it
Etheridge
coming all
makes
the
the
way,
save, but isn't he a
Martin.
post?
Corner's taken.
And this,
It's
please.
a promising situation.
Out
They could
another
have made
corner.
more of
Oh,
that.
for God's sake, come
Pressure
on.
on, another
Referee,
corner.
what's the point? Blow your whistle.
And in it
6-1.
goes. It's broken down, and they'll have to try again.
Well
That's the
done.
end of the game.
Really, really good. Those hats are ludicrous.
Can we ask you a question?
Yep, solid performance from Gladstone again. We remain, the unbeaten streak continues. The lads did it.
Thank you for answering the...
Sol Bamba came to me and said that he wanted to play in the first team. He hasn't played a single game since that, and now he's happy. Right, let's push on to this Wigan game. Our 5-point lead at the top is intact. We may need to rotate slightly for this one. See where Wigan is in the league. Just outside the relegation. Okay, let's rotate slightly. Let's give Hoyle a start. Let's give White a start on the right. I'll put Mendy's laying on the bench over Murphy. Let's give... Glatzel has to start, doesn't he? Really. And we'll see if we can make it 3 wins from 3.
Hi there, everybody. We're in
Hopefully,
South Wales today.
we can
We're
make
at the
this 3
Cardiff
wins
City
from
Stadium.
3. Hopefully, Glatzel can
Here,
continue his
along with
recent
Alan
form.
Smith on the television
Oh,
gantry.
shadow on
We
his
have
pitch.
football today from the
That is going to be an
Championship
issue
in
that our
England.
home stadium has
Cardiff
got a
City
really
against
irritating
Wigan
shadow on
Athletic.
it.
Yeah, real buzz around this ground. Full house. A lot of interest in it. Hope it doesn't disappoint.
Garner.
Flint just sprawling. Ruig gets there. Can he keep the ball? Yes, he can.
Here's the
Really well
11
played.
fielded by
Right.
Cardiff City today.
Out to White.
The system that
Making
we
an
think they're going to
extremely
go with
rare
is
start, but I thought I'd give him a
4-5-1.
go.
That one striker will need a bit of support.
Yeah, you do not want him to be left
Glatzel,
isolated.
no one really
Otherwise, this
passed
formation will not work.
Junior Hoylett. Glatzel continues to make...
Got to be. Goalkeeper out of position.
Nearly,
From close
nearly
range,
gets
he really
there.
should have scored.
Well, he should. That was a golden opportunity spurned.
Lovely ball from Hoylett. Probably a bit too much weight on it, to be fair. Morrison,
Wonderful
win this,
club,
thank you.
Fulham. But
Hoylett,
looking
win
at the
this,
league
thank you.
table here, these
Pats.
aren't wonderful times for them.
No.
They've really found it hard
Well, he won
since
it.
they lost their place in the
Just couldn't
Premier
keep
League.
it, that shadow
All sorts
again.
of managerial changes of ownership as well, and it's rather reflecting on the field, and certainly reflected in this look at the league standings.
Well,
Over on
I
it, it'll
had
be a
them
goal
down as
kick.
title
Right.
challengers. I can't
Everidge,
believe
just get this
where they are
as
at this
far
stage in the
forward as we
season.
can.
I just don't think they're going to
Hoylett,
recover now.
can he win this header? He's all right in the air,
Low.
you know, Junior Hoylett, surprisingly.
He's the one we're focusing on, I think with good reason.
Well, I love to see this lad
Take
attack the
back
ball
to
in the
Pat
air
there.
because he finds the
Right,
corners
I can
so
see
often.
Patterson making the run. I can see Glatzel
Something for
making
him
the
to
run.
chase. Joe Rawls.
Into Patterson,
Patterson.
who's going to hit
Now the
this.
shot.
Oh,
He's kept
good
it
save
up.
from Jones.
It's a corner. Let's hear
With this,
about
with
a
this,
goal turned aside there by the
Keeper
keeper.
comes a long way out, right? Flint.
Pressure to absorb.
What
High
a
up the
tackle.
pitch. Trying
Flint
to turn over the
every
play here.
time, I think.
A great
Right,
chance
I'm going to have
go
to...
in front. And they
Oh!
have done.
I didn't even
Well,
expect that
could
to
be
go
a big
anywhere
goal. This
near the
side
goal then.
knows how to defend a lead.
Which is why I wasn't commentating. Who is that? Is that White? It is.
You've got to admire the way he placed the
Lovely
ball
work
into the
from
bottom
Flint
corner of the net.
as well.
Well, the goalkeeper was
there,
in a
and
decent position.
White
but
just tucks
he
it
was
away in the
helpless
bottom
to
corner.
stop that one going in.
Again, he has not had...
So
I
the
don't think,
first
I think
goal
this might
is
be his
1-0.
first start in the league, actually, Gavin
Well,
White.
sorry
We
that
usually
Alan
go a
McAnally
Doma
couldn't finish his update there. Confirmation for
for
you
our
that
backup right
Leeds
winger,
United
but he is
has
leaving on
scored
loan
in
and he
that
has
game.
dropped overall in
They are
rating as
winning
well,
1-0.
Doma.
Just lost their way in the final
Not
moments
someone
of
that
that
I
attack. Patterson.
have enjoyed playing with as well, to be fair. Doesn't offer particularly much. So I only went with...
Quite a nasty one.
Oh my god,
And
they just
he's,
injured
in
Patterson.
some pain.
He remains down.
Intercepted well.
We'll find out now.
Patterson.
He's picked up a knock. Hopefully he can run that off. Over the top. Can White get there?
It goes out
Yes,
wide
he can.
again.
Again, I was saying, we
Well,
brought
in
him
they come,
in
they're piling into the middle. There's still danger
because of
here
his pace.
after this half clearance. It's all happening at Fulham. News of a goal.
He is
Alan
electric.
McInally's
Look
there.
at him.
It's a goal for Fulham. 31 minutes played.
I don't know what his
1-0.
overall is.
Alan
Fulham take the
McInally
lead.
keeping
Patterson
us bang
wins the
up
ball
to
back.
date.
Well done.
It's good work between these two.
Plays it out wide to
Junior
Junior
Hoylett.
Hoylett, but he hasn't gone. Oh, Patterson.
Terrific tackle. Well, maybe the
Oh,
counter-attack
Pats
is on
runs
here.
that off. I mean, we've got Scotty in there. Really good work defensively.
Patterson.
He looks
Wigan
like he's going to be
winning
okay
possession.
now. He looks like Flint will just get back to this.
Well defended.
Oh,
not just
does
getting
really well.
across,
Every
he thought
time I
quickly
think
as well.
Flint is done for in the first team,
Patterson.
he puts in a good performance.
Rawls.
He's got an assist in this.
Here they are, still probing away. And it's Wigan who have the ball now. Roberts. Well, he's better than that. That's a poor pass.
The referee
2
has
minutes of added
indicated
time.
there will be a minimum of
That's
2
what it
minutes
says on the
of
board.
added time.
Out wide, Junior Hoylett
Defensive
turned before they
chances,
can beat the
getting past
tackle.
these players.
He's somehow come away with the
He
ball,
has to
but
clear it. So it's
half-time
1-0 here
1-0.
as the half-time whistle. Everything's
gonna
set
need to look
for the
to make
second
some more
half.
changes. Glatzel in particular is looking quite tired. And I'm going to bring Patterson off as well, just in case there has been
Saw the
any
pass
lingering
and dealt with it.
effects of that knock that he picked up.
Flint. Marlon Pack.
Rui continues the run
An
forward.
opportunity here. There's some
He's been
space
a
to work the
really
ball
good
into.
signing for us. In
Defended
oh,
well.
Patterson just sat there, poised. Knock this down.
Here's Hoylett. Joseph Bennett. Players up
Bennett.
in support if he needs them.
Into Hoylett, who does well. Can he whip this?
Looking to attack the cross.
He can.
Numbers.
It's that man
Well,
again.
he scored, and it's a big moment for
4
them
goals
the
in
match.
3
They've
games
pushed
today.
their lead now to 2 ahead. They played well to this point.
With a header
Sometimes
this
a
time.
2-goal
Beautiful
lead can
stuff.
be a dangerous
Robert
one.
Glatzel.
We'll see. Well, that's an awesome goal.
Nothing he
Well, it
could
was
do.
a
Really
great
good ball
delivery
from
into the
Junior
box
Hoylett.
from that
Turns
left-hand side.
in,
Where they look
gets away from
dangerous.
his man. Boom. Really good goal.
The goal, wherever
He
you
will
look
come
at
off
it,
actually
it was
now.
very well taken.
His last contribution to today will be that headed goal. How many is that now for him? 11, I think? 10.
He's been taken
4
off
of them
now, the
coming
goal
today.
scoring forward.
Yeah, a good 8 out of 10 for
That's
him.
why we started the
You know, he's
episode. I
linked the
said
play well. He's been
I'm going to give
energetic,
Glatzel a
so,
start.
they're
And
just
he's
saving him, I think,
really
for
done
the
well
coming
today.
weeks.
I'm really pleased
Cardiff dominating the
with
ball so
how
far.
he's done for
We've
us
seen
lately.
some lovely football. Key players
Confidence
really
is
pulling
through the roof
strings
as well.
and put them into a dominant position from which I
It
can't
just
really
feels like
see
every
them
time he's
messing it
going
up.
out there, I just feel like he's going to
Not
score
really
eventually.
creating enough
Today he
pressure,
felt like, oh,
keeping
he's
the
not going to
ball
have it.
here,
But
although it's easy. Letting the shot go.
oof, I thought I was going
Chance
in.
did open up for that kind of shot.
But yeah, he
You
just
don't
gets
have
that
a go.
sniff at goal. And he takes it.
Well, we're
Out wide.
2/3 of the way
Right.
through the 90
Down the
minutes,
line to
half an hour to
Hoylett,
go.
who's done well. Right, Tony, get in. Come on. You got a lot to do now.
Here's Junior Hoylett. In behind the defenders.
Well worked
He's
move,
done. We were
but,
lucky to get the second
denied by the
opportunity, but he was
assistant.
already offside. I felt like he was offside when I played the ball. Fair. Right, Ivan Toney. Trying to
Burr.
regain his first team spot.
Here's Junior Hoylett.
I mean, he's going to have to do something miraculous
Morrison.
to get it back off Robert
Joe
Glatzel
Rawls.
after
Patterson.
Glatzel's recent performances.
Well, he wants to
Tony
run at them
now.
with the ball.
Right,
It's
out
good
wide.
to see. Excellent vision.
Gavin White. turns.
in, back post.
Patterson again, just can't get away
Trying to
from the
cross it,
defender.
and in the end, a bit of a waste, I
Patterson's
think.
going to be brought
Goal
off soon.
news from the West Bromwich Albion
Bennett.
game from Alan McInally.
It's a third goal for
Pack
Nottingham
to
Forest.
Rolls, back to Pack.
68 minutes played, 3-0.
Thanks, Alan. That is a
Couldn't get
tackle
the
and a
shot away.
half. Substitute coming up for the away team.
Come on, let's not go to sleep now.
Just take a note of this. EA Sports coverage of the EFL
Bennett win
Championship
this.
fixture. Cardiff City, they'll be facing Stoke City away from home.
Yeah, it's got a good feel about it, that
Well
one.
again
Look forward to
defensively.
joining you in the gantry for it.
Hoylett make me a run, which he
Plenty of
sort
width
of has.
for
We're
the
not going
team
to win
to
that foot
attack
race,
into.
obviously. So we'll play the ball back.
Wigan
Pack.
Athletic next game.
They're
back
playing
to Joe
Millwall
Rolls.
in their next match in the Championship. And, well, I think it's going to be extremely close.
Thank you very much. Right,
Well,
let's
he
make the
could go for
changes now.
Goal from here. And it's going to be
Who's
two
going to
changes
pick?
here.
Who have I got?
Oh, he fancies this. He's a single-minded lad. He's going to go for goal.
No one really. Pack is probably the best option. I hit it about there.
Has a go here. Well, you know what's coming, but stopping it
Catching.
is an entirely different matter. They couldn't stop this free kick. Well, we're underway again, and you just wonder how many more they can get today.
Lovely, lovely from Marlon Pack.
We've got a
It's
moment
3-0
to
at the
Alan
Cardiff City
McInally is
Stadium,
watching
and
the
those
Leeds
3
United
points
game,
are
and I believe there's been a
definitely
goal
going to
in
be
it. Alan,
ours.
what can you tell us?
It's a second goal for
White
Leeds United.
again. White's
80
been
minutes
impressive.
played, 2-1.
Really, really
Thanks,
good.
Alan.
I'm really,
Well, we'll follow that with
really
interest.
pleased with today's episode. Tony, make me a run. Or don't. I mean, do,
Read that
but we're
well
not going
with
to
the
play you the ball for
interception.
some reason. Even though I want to. Never mind.
Well, he clears the danger. 3-0 now, almost over, and this should have a good impact on the next game, Alan.
Well, Cardiff City go up against Stoke after this, Martin. And they have played well. They've stroked the ball around, and they'll be hoping to continue that.
Well, they're going to shuffle the pack a bit now.
A round of applause for today's man.
Going
Arfield.
forward well.
Number 5, Aidan Flint.
Oh, it's robbed.
He's got it away.
Take the crap. Oh, gosh,
good
right,
try,
long shots.
but a simple
Not
save.
Billy Gilmore.
Just 1 minute
Not
left
the
on
one.
the clock.
Make note.
The fourth official has been
Referee's had a good look and
Hoylett.
decided what
The
he's
ball.
seen from slipping
Tony.
it through.
Gilmore.
Got to it and made the save comfortably.
Yeah, he would have got some stick if
Nearly
that had
had to
found the
third.
net.
Right, Hoylett is dead. Luckily, it's a 92nd
played
minute
into
of
the middle.
93 to play. Right, just hit his first time back
He's
in the
aimed
box.
for the far post here. In with the
Oh,
header,
so close.
And a good position.
Never
but
mind,
he's put it
Ivan,
wide.
never mind.
Yeah, it's
Another
a good
day.
chance. Not sure if that came off his shoulder, you know. Didn't look a clean connection.
Ref's going to blow full time. As soon as anything happens here, there you go, 3-0 victory.
And the
Really,
referee
really
has now
pleased. That's
called-
3 wins from 3 today.
Joe Rawls.
That free kick from Pack was lovely.
Oh, hi there. I've just got a couple of questions about the match. Thanks very much for speaking to me.
Get training in. 5 points off the top. Where are we now in the I don't even know what month we're in. February. 83 points on the board. Let's have a look who we got coming up. So we got Stoke, Forest and Brentford coming up. That's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy. But pleased. Very pleased with that. We'll push on to the Stoke game and then we will leave it there. Thank you very much. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to follow us on social media at A TOUCHLINE RANT. But for now, we'll see you again soon. Thanks very much.